Hi, everybody. I don't know what's going on. I had to come talk to you guys. Come talk to you. We gotta check out this immigration thing that's going on in Indiana. Indiana? Well, apparently, quiet as kept. Indiana got the state attorney involved. This is gonna be interesting. Check it out. Let me know what you think. This is pretty good.
Hello, welcome everybody here and everyone who's joining us on our Facebook page to watch this live. I'm Josh Efons, the media director for your Attorney General's office. Today we are in South Bend at the St. Joseph County City Building to announce a new action we are taking here with regard to our fight to end sanctuary jurisdictions around Indiana. To tell you more about the action we are taking today and to also update you on all the work we've done on this issue, which has been a lot, I'm happy to introduce your Attorney General Todd Rokita and his Chief Deputy Blake Lanning, Chief Assistant Deputy Blake Lanning, and Sexton Chief Aaron Ridlin.
Guys. Well, good afternoon and happy New Year to everyone in South Bend, St. Joseph County, as well as throughout Indiana. I'm Todd Rokita. I'm Indiana's Attorney General. I want to thank you all for joining us, including the media, for coming here in person to help me inform all Hoosiers. I'm glad to be here in St. Joseph County. I just came from the circuit court where I filed a very important lawsuit that deals directly with illegal immigration issues at your sheriff's department. I'll talk about that in detail in a moment, but first I also, and perhaps just as importantly or even more importantly, want to mention that before I filed this lawsuit, I was just down the street at the federal court. I attended and spoke at a naturalization ceremony where I witnessed immigrants who came here legally. I watched them get sworn in as U.S. citizens. I was proud to welcome them because they came here the right way. And they love our country. Several of them afterwards told me so. Thanks for saying what you did, Mr. Attorney General. People need to come here the right way. Several of them. Everyone was appreciative. Not only that I and others were there, but they became part of the American family today. So I want to say congratulations to them again. And what an inspiration they were. They did it the right way. They respected our laws. And for that, we respect them. President Trump respects them. And we welcome them to the American family. Now let me tell you about who's doing it the wrong way. Like I said just moments ago, I filed a lawsuit against St. Joseph County Sheriff Redmond and his department over their persistent practice of refusing to cooperate with federal immigration authorities. This includes refusing to notify ICE properly about the release of illegal aliens and also refusing to honor ICE detainers.
So, this attorney is planning to go after the local government, and I guess St. Joseph County is located in South Bend? Let me see. Let's keep listening.
Deliberate decision to not cooperate with federal immigration authorities is giving safe harbor to criminal aliens that need to be removed from our country and this county. It is making St. Joseph County act as a magnet to attract more illegals to want to come and live here and commit crime here. Crime that hurts law-abiding citizens, including our children. It's sad, but the local law enforcement here has become part of the problem, a big part. And I refuse, as your Attorney General, to just stand by and watch the lawlessness happen from law enforcement officials.
Okay.
After multiple communications with Sheriff Redmond to clean up the department's act, which have mostly been ignored, the department remains non-compliant with Indiana law. So now my office is taking the next step to enforce state law as passed by your General Assembly. I want to be clear. While we have a huge and serious disagreement with Redmond and his department, my office has the utmost respect for our men and women in blue and brown. I have a strong record of defending our police, not defunding them. And we will continue to support and defend our law enforcement in court. But we also hold those who deserve to be held accountable. Illegal immigration, as opposed to legal migration, is maybe the biggest issue we are facing right now in our country. President Joe Biden opened our border and created a crisis that now needs to be fixed. Because of him and his aiders and abettors right here in Indiana, every state is now a border state. And everyone, including us right here, are paying the price for this lawlessness.
So he's going after the county sheriff? Is he going after everybody, including the local police department or the county police? This is interesting because apparently Indiana has a state law that local police departments and local government have to assist ICE or the federal government. I think that's how it's worded. But this is interesting. Didn't know that about Indiana. Okay.
I look forward to continue helping President Trump solve this, to fix it. But it will take the cooperation of all of us and all of law enforcement. Think of this. The influx of illegal aliens, which are coming from over 150 different countries, have strained our schools, and our children are suffering as the result.
He said 150 countries? Okay.
It has caused unneeded stress on law enforcement, local hospitals, healthcare facilities, and our housing and labor markets. I met with a teacher a few months ago. She had tears running down her face. She said she was retiring. I asked what was wrong. She was much too young to retire. She said, I'm retiring because I can't take it anymore. And I thought I was going to get a comment about teacher pay or some other issue along those lines, which is also a real issue. But instead, she told me that every day she gets a list of additional names added to her classroom size, names she can't pronounce, and she ends up spending every class hour calling an 800 number, where she then is made to pick between multiple translators so that she can explain the lesson plan to these new kids. Now, it's not the kids' fault, but they shouldn't be here. It's not fair to the children of the taxpayers who are sitting there in that same classroom waiting to be taught.
So, wait. So, she has to call a certain number to translate because the kids are coming from all parts of the world with different languages. She got to get a translator to teach. Oh, this is wild. This is wild. This is crazy, man. This is absolutely crazy. So, okay, keep going.
while their teacher is online or on the phone trying to translate lesson plans in multiple languages. It's not fair. It's not fair to our taxpayers. It's not fair to law enforcement. It's not fair to our already overburdened hospitals. And frankly, we have had enough of the problems that are being caused. And thanks to the election in November, now at least, instead of an obstacle in the White House, I and you have an ally. You are already seeing a flurry of action coming from the new administration on this issue, and we are ready to continue our work with them and have already been working for quite some time on getting this crisis under control, at least here in Indiana. Remember last session, the General Assembly passed a law authorizing my office to file lawsuits against any Indiana colleges, universities, or units of local government not enforcing current Indiana laws that ban sanctuary cities here in the state. We take that authority extremely seriously and have already made a ton of progress on this front. We worked with the West Lafayette Police Department to successfully revise its policies to ensure the enforcement of federal immigration laws. East Chicago officials also repealed their unlawful immigration ordinance in response to my office's efforts. Gary officials repealed their unlawful immigration ordinance after being pressed by me and my office. And in the case...
Did you hear that? Well, this attorney and state's attorney's not playing in Indiana. This is amazing. I've never heard this. But come on, let's keep going.
Case of the Monroe County Sheriff,
Wow.
Bloomington, Indiana, who also refused to cooperate. We have an ongoing lawsuit there. Obviously, this is a county that contains Bloomington and Indiana University, and today we are bringing that similar type of lawsuit against Sheriff Redmond and his department.
Bloomington, Indiana is resisting the state? Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing.
My office will not stop in our work here on this issue until the law is followed and we put our people first over illegal aliens. What is happening in Monroe County and here in St. Joseph County isn't fair to Hoosier taxpayers or legal immigrants who came here the right way, like the ones I just met with and spoke with. Like I said earlier, that naturalization ceremony was beautiful to see. It's not the same as illegal immigration, and you all know that. We want to be patriots to the United States who would add value to our country and want to live their lives under the values of this country and the values we were founded upon. If your first act in our country is entering it illegally, you should not be allowed to stay. Now, other than working to eliminate sanctuary cities throughout the state, my office is also investigating potential labor trafficking networks here in the state. Amid ongoing concerns from community members and elected officials about large-scale influx of illegal aliens and legal immigrants, quote unquote, into their communities, my office has issued civil investigative demands to officials, employers, and nonprofits alike. They include Tyson Foods, the Cass County Health Department, the Logansport Community School Corporation, Berry Global Incorporated in Evansville, Tent Partnership for Refugees, the God is Good Foundation, and the Jackson County Industrial Development Corporation. I want to be clear, these CIDs, unlike the lawsuit we just filed here, are not an accusation of wrongdoing. My office simply has reasonable cause to believe that these entities may have information that could assist our work, and we're going to get to the bottom of it. We will continue looking into this growing issue and report back when we have more that we can share. So I would stay tuned. A lot of work has been done so far, and we will continue pushing forward. We hope that Sheriff Redmond and his department will begin to work with us to follow the law. That will be the best outcome and would save the taxpayers the most money and keep us all safer. We will happily rescind this lawsuit if they do, but if not, they will continue facing legal consequences. With that, I want to bring up Blake Lanny, who is the office's Assistant Chief Deputy and one of the main people in charge of handling these actions, to come and take questions. We'll both take questions. And Aaron Ridlin, the Section Chief, who is also instrumental along with his section in drafting the complaint and investigating it, will also take questions. So thank you very much again for having us, and thank you for your interest in this most important issue.